Hello, it's MaddogLexi,
It's okay.
and this is my first iRacing video after the success my Nurburgring video got. This is Multiclass at Oulton Park, the production car challenge, and I am in the MX-5 today. This is
Mazda, you can come up here, but last time, the last Mazda decided to start with us. They got crashed out, so do it at your own risk.
iRating, and yeah, this is 12 cars in the MX-5 class. There's also the GR86s and the M2s. This race was absolute chaos, and you guys are about to see why. I'm starting P5, and there is chaos before the race even goes green.
That was really cheeky, Emily.
Yeah, MX-5 goes off the track.
Oh, you fucks. Yeah, oh my god.
Gigantic.
Look at that! That's what I told you!
Right at the start
that was
finish
really
line. I'm
fucking
just trying
cheeky.
to survive. I managed to get through. I don't know how. I think at this point I'm running P5 and then the MX-5 ahead of me.
Running Mazda, you are lobotomized.
Yeah, and
what a joke.
I think that pushes me up to P4. This is the view from
that was really cheeky, Emily.
behind. This is overhead.
Oh, you fucked. Oh my god.
Huge pile up at the start of the
That's
race.
what I told you.
Just an absolute
That was a really fucking cheeky, Emily.
What the hell?
Yeah, just pure luck that I got through that. I have no idea. Not complaining. And
I love how the Miata is like just a punching bag of a car.
And
just like real life.
First lap of any race in iRacing is about survival. More true than ever in Multiclass, where GR blinking ahead of me. I'm just, at this point, I'm just trying not to
Thanks,
get
Pedro.
into a
That was
wreck.
a really good joke, wasn't it?
By some miracle, I'm at 0 incident points.
M2
off ahead of me, and I'm just like, okay, I don't want...
Oh no,
I don't
I'm
even
so sick
try
of this
to
race.
cross the M2.
I can't wait till next week, because this track just causes people to fucking crash.
Personally, I disagree with Bryce. Oulton Park is one of my favorite tracks in iRacing, and
no, I don't enjoy hitting people.
I've had so much fun this week running the production car challenge Multiclass at Oulton Park. I was not complaining about this combo. This combo was so much fun, but it was chaos. Really, one of the most underrated skills in iRacing is learning how to avoid collisions, and honestly, I think that will get you more wins and good finishes than just having pure pace alone, and the results of this race will end up proving that. Not to spoil anything, M2 is off ahead of me. Goodbye into the barriers. Rejoins. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to attempt the pass even though I have the speed, because that car ahead of me is clearly a loose cannon. I'm just gonna wait for them to pull away from me on the straights and see what happens. So yeah, I believe P4 after lap 1, and it quiets down a little bit
please
after this. Someone else crashed ahead of me. I think that was one of the GRs.
What do you say then?
Yeah, I think it gets a little quiet.
About
halfway through. Yeah, at the end of this lap, I believe I skip ahead. But this is me just trying to make sure I keep it clean. This is the first lap where I'm really starting to go for any sort of pace. The Miatas ahead of me are battling it out, and now it's a matter of, now that I have clear track in front of me, and I'm gonna start pushing, see if maybe I can catch up to that pack that looks pretty bunched up. It looks like there's a GR mixed with that pack as well. M2 is about to go bowling into that pack of Miatas. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think that's what happens. I think the M2 gets through cleanly. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that guy just crashing there. So yeah, that's a free position. I think that puts me up to P3. Yeah, there's a black and a red Miata ahead of me. So I'm running P3 right now, and just happy with the free position. And I'm like, yeah, this is a 12-car Miata race. If I can finish top 5, I will be happy. That will be positive on iRating. At the start of this race is around 1500, So yeah, number 24 is behind me. He's got better pace than me, and I'm like...
Number 24, I think you have pace on me. Honestly, to keep it clean, if you catch me, I'll let you pass.
Yeah, I said it best there. I said it exactly as I was going to say it here. I believe in a couple of times he does catch me, and I just kind of let him go.
Yeah, just get a little bump draft going on the straight.
That GR, random GR passes me. Don't really care about that guy. I'm going to exploit the toe a little bit.
I'm more focused on keeping it clean this race and just not making stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
It's a 12-car grid for the Miata.
And 24 gets the clean pass on me into the carousel.
I'll have better pace if I follow you and just keep your draft.
And I try and do that,
Say what?
but 24 gets away from me pretty quick. He's got really good pace, and I'm like, I'm not worth fighting this guy. I'll have
Yeah,
faster
24.
pace
How's the
if
back of my
he's
car
ahead,
look?
and I use the draft. That's our best chance.
Is it bad?
That's my best chance at catching the front runners. Once again, sorry, I just came off a cold. Yeah. Not
Considering I'm in a
much happens.
Miata
The
and
next
keeping
few
up with you,
laps,
bro,
I
I'd
believe
say
I
that's fine.
skip forward here to lap 7.
I just need that toe.
And we do. So you can see the green 24 has gotten so far away from me, and I'm kind of in a race of my own. I'm back down to P4. Pretty happy, content with P4. I'm like, okay, let's just hold this, keep it clean. Sorry for the orange configure controls. I might be able to disconnect it. I was just recording the replay. And there's an incident ahead of me. I'm wondering what's happened. There's dirt on the track, and it looks like the red Miata that was battling up front for P1 or P2 has crashed and gone off. And suddenly, I'm in a battle with this red Miata for P3. This also helps me catch number 24 because I get the tow from this guy now. And my goal here is simple. See if I can force this guy into a mistake. See where that goes. Track is so satisfying to get right. I've run this track in a few different cars. I've run this in the F4s. I've run this in the Formula Vs. I've run this in I ran this in the Radical SR10 back in the league I was in. So this is one of the tracks I've got more experience with. I know a lot of people don't love it because it's technical, it's got blind corners. Personally, I think it's so fun. It's one of the first tracks I really practiced and learned in the sim. And when you get good at it, it's just so satisfying. And the Multiclass with just the ridiculously big and fast M2s alongside the tiny little GRs and Miatas. Way too much fun. Way more fun than should be allowed for this race. The production car especially just... It's chaos. I live for the chaos. And I'm okay with a little bit of chaos. Once again, I've said this before, collision avoidance skills in iRacing and learning how to keep it clean is one of the most underrated skills in this sim. As you can see, this red Miata and I are actually catching up to the green 24, and I'm starting to think, okay, maybe I'll have a chance at both these guys. Still running P4. I do think something strange happens here, though, and it's... could be wrong, could be next lap, but I believe something really strange happens here that, honestly, I don't know why it happens, but... and, yeah, for some... I have no idea why, but green pits. 24 pits. No idea why. This is my first gift of the race. This is just a free position. Honestly, once again, I don't know what happened. Maybe his car got damaged somehow. Maybe he ran out of fuel, or maybe he had a phone call from a family member, something he needed to address in real life. Either way, free position, I'm up to P3, and now I'm chasing down red for P2. P1 is that black Miata up there, pretty far ahead, but not necessarily long gone, so the race against him isn't over, and I think we're kept using the toe of the red Miata, number 25, I believe it is, 26. Yeah, if you saw what that red Miata did there, clipping the barrier, that's foreshadowing. That's a literary device called foreshadowing that will come up again later. But yeah, Red and I are now catching up to the leader. I take a little look on the inside, think maybe I have a shot. I don't. I decide not to dive bomb. I get a little loose. 26 gets a little loose. And nothing really changes as a result from that. We're still ultimately both keep it clean. I seem to have pace on 26 at this point, and I'm starting to think, okay, maybe a position on this guy's inevitable. However, I believe behind me is number 21. It doesn't show here, but there's a black MX-5 behind me at the moment. It's actually a three-way battle for P2. So I'm having to do a mix of attack and defend, make sure if I'm going to make a move, I don't potentially sacrifice P3, to the guy behind me, and the guy behind me has pace. He's caught up to me. Up to this point, I've been looking at my relative, and he's finally on my tail, but he's just not able to get past me, and I'm now focus on two cars, the car ahead and the car behind. And my thought is just stick with the car ahead, and if I do that, the car behind is not going to have the easiest time making a move. So that's the plan. Stay with the car ahead and hope something happens. And there it is. Gift number 2. Red flips the barrier, destroys his front right suspension, and another free position just from being patient. Here's the replay from his POV, and yeah. I've actually made this mistake before, though thankfully when I did the same thing it was in practice, so it didn't affect my race. But he is unable to turn that car. He's going to bring it to a stop right here. That is a meatball, and he is getting a tow back to the pit lane. So I am now back up to P2, but the black and white number 21 behind me is pushing hard, and I realize that now I have to go full defense. That black car up ahead is P1, and I'm no longer at the toe of the red car, so at this point I'm just thinking about, should I fight to defend P2 or let him go and accept P3. I fast forward to lap 12, nothing really happens. I'm still defending, and I make a small mistake here. My tires are quitting. I had a little bit of oversteer in coming out of the chicane, and at this point I realized
it's the point of the race where my tires are starting to say goodbye.
I don't think I'm going to be able to defend against the number 21 behind me.
Sorry, not English.
And I'm just expecting him to pass me at any moment now. And I'm not even gonna fight if he does. And I do hold it one more corner. Once again, you can hear his engine in background of mine, and it's like, okay. And I believe, yeah, he makes the move there, and the 21 is passed. So I'm back down to P3. That's okay. P3 is good. There are 12 cars in the Miata race, and I'm like, okay, if I can hold P3, this will be a great finish. I won't complain about third place. And at this point, I personally drive better when I'm behind someone, both because of the tow and it does help give me a little extra point of reference. So, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with the 21, and let's see, maybe I can pressure him into a mistake, like I did the number 25 a few laps ago. Not really expecting to, but also just gonna try and hold the tow. This is now third time I'm just behind someone. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be patient. I overslow for that corner and miss the... I brake late, overslow, fix the apex, and at this point, I realize that my pace is falling off, and 21's getting away. Mentally, at this point, I've really settled for P3. I'm like, okay, P3 is going to be a great finish after this mess of a race. And I believe we are now coming into the final lap. So all I gotta do is keep it nice and clean, and I will come home.
I'm coming for you first place.
Excellent, plenty of iRating. I'm still at 0 incident points, inexplicably, so keep it clean this last lap. And
well, I can't believe I just did that. Second place down to what? 6? That sucks.
21 makes a small mistake, goes off the track, but nothing, not nearly enough to
took a top 5.
Give me the position. He still has a nice little gap on me. I am still holding
barely
to him.
fucking cooked it on one turn,
and something
dude.
really funny happens here. Probably the funniest thing in
well,
the race.
Well, at least didn't get like DQ'd, like we just crashed out.
After the hairpin, and it doesn't show up here what happens, but okay, you gotta see the replay of this.
Well, I can't believe I just did that.
That red car
Second
is the 25
place down to what?
who crashed
6?
earlier, and the black and red car is P1. The red car is lapped, and for some reason is fighting P1. Why the red car is fighting P1 despite being lapped? I don't know.
Well, at least you didn't get like DQ'd, like we just crashed out.
And boom. Into the iRacing Shadow Realm. Not only
one more lap and I would have had your number 9.
The leader, but he got disqualified.
Number 21, we're battling for the lead.
I realized this, I noticed they're both off the timing table. 25 is disqualified, hit the incident point limit, and the leader is, I think the leader is also taken out. I think the leader may have also gotten disqualified or just disconnected. So now I'm back in P2, another free position. And I'm like, holy shit, P2, this is great. And yeah, this is pretty much gonna be the race here. A couple more corners, I think, okay, maybe 21 will make a mistake. No, P takes that corner absolutely perfectly. And we're coming up on the final corner, just gotta keep it clean. It'll be awesome. Wait a minute, what's that in my rear view? Oh shit, a BMW.
Motherfucker,
oh no.
I can't. Every time I watch that.
One fucking
I
really don't know what else to say
about that.
21 did not deserve that. That was 21's win. That was 21 ran a great race.
That was a good race. You deserve that win. That was not my win.
I have no idea what that M2 is doing. I genuinely feel so bad for 21. Here's the M2 pit maneuvering 21 into the final corner.
Oh no.
Gave me the free win. I finished P1. I won the race. I won the MX-5 class. I did not deserve the win. I got very lucky this race. That said, this is proof that slow and steady does win the race. Just being patient and waiting for other people to make mistakes. 21 finished P3. I finished P1. I'm up to 1632 iRating in sports cars. Safety ratings all the way up to 3.54. Huge, since I got no incident points. Thanks again for watching my first ever iRacing video. I hope you enjoyed.